Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakha Kodash. Double honors to my elder apostles, elder bishops, elders at Great Millstone, that rule well, that teach well, that taught me this truth. Peace, love, and salutation to the Bayaf Tawadah, which is the host of David, which is the elect. Shalom. It's Shalom to sincere Akim and sincere Akwath that followed the Lamb wherever they go. Shalom. It's your brother Yanagah here from the Providence, Rhode Island camp, coming back to you again with another one. All right. And here we at it again, man. Okay, Nero 47, just, on a rampage, man. Okay, as it says right here, Nero 47 threatens strikes on Iran if the Strait of Hormuz stays closed, warning the country could be taken out without a deal, right? So again, man, this is the pride, okay, of Esau, Edom, man. This is the pride of these goddamn devils, man. Okay, that they're not a people that's, easily satiated, man. Matter of fact, they could never be satiated, man. All right, so we're gonna play it real quick. The video is only like 1 minute and a couple change long, right? But again, before we play this video, let's go to the disclaimer real quick. It says YouTube disclaimer, copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Fair use.
To the war in Iran now, where President Trump has threatened to blow up bridges and power plants. That is, unless an important waterway is opened by 5 p.m. tomorrow Pacific. The U.S. told Iran to open the Strait of Hormuz to all shipping traffic. The president today also said the entire country of Iran could be taken out if no deal is reached. But under international law, targeting civilian infrastructure that is not part of a military objective is considered a war crime. The war of words comes after the U.S. rescued the second U.S. airman shot down over Iran. The Army reportedly found them badly injured, but alive. The Defense Department says the CIA launched what it called a deception campaign to convince Iranians the pilot had already been found. That bought them time for the rescue.
This was an incredibly dangerous mission, an incredibly dangerous undertaking, but a filled promise made to every American warfighter that you will not be left behind.
President Trump is also making threats to whoever leaked information that there was a second airman missing, saying that Iran didn't know about them until they heard about the rescue in the media. He also threatened jail time for those at the media company if they didn't give up the source, though would not say which news outlet was involved.
Okay, so there you have it, man. Okay, there you have it. Okay, the pride of thy heart has deceived thee. Let's get that real quick. I'm not going to make this too long. On the plantation. Let's get that Obadiah real quick. This is Obadiah 1 and 2. It says, "Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised," man. So this is what the Lord is doing, man. The Lord is bringing Esau, Edom, the hegemony of Esau, Edom, down to the pit, man. All right. Okay, the scripture also says, "Shameful spewing shall be on his glory." All right. So it says, verse 3, "The pride of thy heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock." Now, who is this talking about? Okay, this is talking about Esau, Edom, man, the self-proclaimed white man, the wicked that the Bible speaks of, man. Okay, do not they call themselves the Caucasian people? All right. So this is who this talking about, man. It says, "Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?" Okay, going into his pride, man. And Esau, Edom, he goes around the whole entire world with his great sword, right, conquering and taking from people, man. Okay, this is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. Esau, Edom, right? It says, verse 4, "Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle," right? Another indicator who Esau, Edom is, man. Okay, do not over here in Babylon the Great, aka America, they go by the representation of the eagle, the bald eagle, right? This goes to show you that who's in power, man. Okay, it says, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord Yahweh. Okay, verse 5, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? Right? So the Lord, again, the Lord is pinpointing Esau, Edom, man. Okay, and the whole entire, even these other nations, man, they're seeing who the wicked is, man. All right. Matter of fact, let's continue. Verse 6, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Right. Okay, so the men of the Lord is revealing Esau, Edom, right? Yahweh Bashim Yashai is revealing Esau, Edom by his men. Okay, his mouthpiece, the prophets, right? Out there on the highways and byways, right? Verse 7, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They have eat thy bread, they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is no understanding in him. So you're gonna start to see a lot of people that have been doing businesses with Esau, Edom, right? They're gonna come up against him, man. Hence the reason why, right? They're trying to get away from the petrodollar, man. The BRICS nation is formulating themselves to combat the petrodollar, man. All right. Verse 8, shall I not in the day, said the Lord Yahweh, even destroys the wise men out of Edom? Okay, what goes into those Temanites, right? Those Ashkenaz, those German, those Poland, Edomites, man. All right. It says, and understanding out of the mount of Esau. Okay. So now when I say Ashkenaz, right? You know, Ashkenaz came from Japheth, but Esau, Edom conquered that place over there, man. Okay, so they you know, those people, right, that say, you know, that they're Ashkenazi Jews or whatever, right? They're not from Japheth, man. Okay, Japheth and they're not, surely not the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. Okay, they're Edomites, man, and particularly from the tribe of Amalek, right? Okay, so it says, verse 9, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter, man. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Micah 2 and 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of the hand, right? Did not the Lord say that Job 9:24, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked? Okay, he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Roughly paraphrasing, right? Okay, the Lord have given Esau, Edom power over the whole planet earth, man. Okay, and this is how they're ruling. They're ruling in wickedness, man. Okay, they're ruling in stoutness, you know. It says, verse 2, and they covet field and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage, right? Okay, calling them, you know, putting names on them that they are truly not, right? Using a sword to, matter of fact, let's grab that, right? A great sword. It's a book of Revelation real quick. Coming back to Micah real quick. This is Revelation chapter 6. Okay, verse 3. I start at 3. And when he had opened the second seal, and heard the second beast say, come and see. And there went out another horse that was red. Okay, now, horse is symbolic for power, right? Hence why you have the term horsepower, right? When you're talking about vehicles and stuff like that. But horse, you know, is symbolic for power, right? And it also says red. Okay, did not the scriptures say that Esau was red, like one came out red and hairy like a garment? Okay, so this is talking about Esau, Edom. It says, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, man. Okay, there's no peace here in the earth, man. Okay, it's always been wars, right? It's always been deletions. It's always been overthrows, empires being overthrown, kingdom being overthrown, right? Okay, Esau, Edom, right, is at the forefront of these problematic situations, man. It says, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. Okay, you could go back in the book of Genesis when Esau, Edom was blessed with that sword. All right. So now going back, finishing out, Micah 2 and 3. Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, against this family, okay, the whole house of Esau, Edom, right, though I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall you go heartily, for this time is evil, man. So the Lord got them in his crosshairs, man. The Lord got them in in his trap, okay. And they can't remove their neck, man. The only thing that they can do is to move forward with their narrative, man. They can't pump fake, because they're already all in there, man. Okay. Says verse 4, in that day shall one take up a parable against you, and lament with a doleful lamentation, and say, we be utterly spoiled. He have changed the portion of my people. How have he removed it from me? Turning away, he have divided our fields, man. Okay. So again, Esau, Edom is a big downfall coming for you, man. All right. So, again, I just wanted to touch on this real quick to the spirit and power, Yahweh Shemel Shai, okay? Esau, Edom is at it again, okay? But we all know this is the devil that the Bible speaks of. The devil is always going to do what the devil is going to do. Wickedness, right? So, again, I just want to touch on that real quick. Watching the news, watching as well as praying, okay? Linking it up with the scriptures, right? And hopefully those of you who are tuning in are absolutely edified, to the spirit and power Yahweh Shemel Shai. So again, with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash, Shalom to the elect. Shalom.